Sports listeners, I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes put it together, and all the people and businesses that support those teen athletes. And we've got quite a show today, D. What do you say?
You know, I was looking around the room at the faces as we started the show, and the bewilderment, like, really? You start the show like that?
Exactly.
Yes, we do.
I know.
Every single Tuesday.
These are old timers.
Love
Everybody knows what we're about right now. When you break the 5-year mark, you like that lamp.
You bust that wall and there's no
like
tomorrow.
That lamp in the living room, that was passed down, Oh, is there a lamp in the living room? Yeah, there is. How you doing, Dave?
Oh, fabulous. I am so excited.
Thank God. I mean, lots of prayers went out to you. I mean, and thank for all those. Put your hands together for all those firefighters.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Honestly, we brought some Nothing-Bunt-Cakes to the firefighters. Woo! Beverly said she's going to be popping in here today. I keep on opening the door. Where's my cake? No, I don't. I'm on a diet. No. It's like we got a big show here today.
No, you're on a gaining health.
Gaining health, no diet. That's right. She's my health coach.
There you go.
That's it. Get positive here. So you're okay. You had a lot of big fire
fine,
up there.
And of course the Ray fire out.
Right.
Took them what seemed like a month. I thought, this seems like a repeat of the Zaka fire 9 years ago.
Well, first time we had to cancel a show.
That was the first time
ever.
We had a power outage in this building several years ago, and we did the show live.
Well, he's running.
We still.
You plugged something into the garage.
We had a generator going outside.
I know. Blew some candles. Kumbaya,
somebody
baby.
starts a fire. Sorry, bye.
I know, exactly. Well, it's true, especially if you live up there.
Oh, yeah. But everything's good.
Nice.
We're safe. And,
good.
And
we love you, D.
Let's hope that we can keep the fire inside the concrete ring where you're barbecuing and not on the outside. Of course, I think this was power lines that kind of moved around and arced and what have you. It wasn't somebody being silly, but there have been fires where there have been people
We got a lot of big announcements to make today. I'm like, goosebumps all over.
Tell me.
Should we say about what AM 1290 is doing? Like, we're the local high school, college.
Yep.
You want sports, you come to AM 1290. We're doing football now. Been blessed. John Martony is just killing it. John Martony's in the house. Woo! And basketball.
Come this
Warriors,
fall.
Vicarios.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Vaqueros
football.
That's plural. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm serious. You got the Foresters. We got it all.
Oh, man.
Gauchos.
Yeah.
What am I missing? Go Cardinals. Woo!
That's right.
Cardinals.
Bishop Diego.
Diego Cardinals. That's right. We're doing them now.
Yep. Great to be here, Erica. And first things first, I didn't know there was going to be 9 people here, so I feel bad. I probably should have brought some hors d'oeuvres.
There's still time.
Yeah, and that power outage, I think a few years back, Richard was talking about, was due to me. I apologize. I was just talking too much, and I think everything just went haywire. But yeah, we're having a great time. We've got high school football that's coming up. I'll have our first game tomorrow night at Bishop Diego at Rigetti.
Nice.
And that's going to be on at 6:45 and kickoff's at 7 o'clock. And I'll start my Santa Barbara City College broadcasting season next Saturday. Nice. And that'll be on the air at 3:45 at Ventura College. And that's my 29th year of doing City College, and did high school football for 25 years with Cox on Channel 8. And so now we're going into the realm with radio for high school as well, and branch there. And of course, I've got Westmont basketball that I do during the year, and I did Santa Barbara Foresters for the very first summer.
We're going to be hearing something about that a little bit.
Bill Pintard.
That's right.
Yep. And we've got the Hall of Fame manager, Bill, class of 2014, Hall of Famer, and we just brought home the 6th NBC World Series championship in Wichita. 12 days there, and the Foresters went 6-0. Didn't lose a game. Had an epic semifinal game that we finished winning around 4:28 in the morning, Wichita time. The first game before us went 17 innings.
That was ridiculous.
And then ours went 12. But Bill's here as well, so I want to get his thoughts about things too. And it was just a remarkable run. The team was great, and what I liked most, what Bill said, is that it wasn't the 6th championship for the Foresters. It was the first championship for this particular team, because the players come and go. Some of them are 2 or 3 or Forester players, but a lot of them are only here for 1 year, and so it's great to see all the guys bond together in about 10 weeks and make it happen.
Well, we got a surprise. He's in the quiet room, but we have a surprise for him at break, because we've been doing some production, okay, and I'm not even going to say, because I want everybody to come back after break, and we've got a couple of more co-hosts that I want to introduce, and here's my guy right here. We got to talk to him, Michael Baker! Woo! That's right, my guy.
How we doing?
Mano y mano, baby.
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right.
I like it when I call, because what he does is he wouldn't dare not take a call, okay?
Oh, no.
All right, and then I get to listen to his conversation, and then he cuts me off. So he knows that he's in a conversation. Not that I get a text, because he knows I don't read it, like, in a call you back in 5 minutes. That's reading. So he lets me listen to, 2 minutes of a conversation, then delete. He cuts me. Because, he knows I was having coffee, right, with somebody, right? He goes, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're laying down. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're laying down. You don't ever say to him, though, pound sand.
No.
I like that.
No. Or pound.
You gotta say that.
Or pound rock.
Pound sand.
Yeah, no.
That's it.
No.
How you doing?
We're doing great.
You had a really good time at the golf tournament.
Yes,
we did.
Great tournament.
There's a couple of people that I always got to do extra love,
Give it to 'em.
because it's my extra love. Joanne Stolz, Coldwell banker. Woo! Alejandro, the jewelry mart. Got myself a nice little birthday present on here right now. I love that. Thank you. I couldn't sleep. It was just like whatever. And then we have nothing but cakes. Beverly, let's look outside. I know there's some cupcakes out there for me. And of course, Massage Green. Okay, Joe.
Fantastic.
Massage Green steps up big. He's the one who gave you that knuckle versus, $29
Coupons,
a piece at
everybody.
that's $2,900.
That's fantastic.
That's a lot of money.
A lot of happy golfers.
Thank you. Yeah, it was
lot
an
of happy
alum
golfers.
thing. That's what we do. Talk about it. Talk about the guy, the whole story behind it. I love it.
Well, yeah. So we actually we created the alumni golf tournament many years ago, actually, after Bill Oliver, who was a longtime supporter of the Goleta Boys and Girls Club for many, many years. And now we've taken it to a whole new level where we're really focusing on alumni, trying to get kids that grew up in the Boys and Girls Club to come back and support their local club. And happy to announce that we actually secured for next year. I've wrangled Ernesto Paredes to help chair this thing next year for us, and we'll be able to take some of the burden off of Sal. As you know, Sal makes about 1 billion phone calls getting people to come and golf. So it's a wonderful event, and we raised significant dollars that are going to help us reach more kids more often with more impact. So it's great. It's good stuff.
Very nice. So as far as the golf tournament goes for next year, same thing, same format, same everything. I think what we should do is get a helicopter and do the ball dropping.
We tried to do it, but we couldn't get approval. We couldn't get approval.
Really?
We couldn't get approval on it.
Really?
Can you
just say we didn't know we needed it? No. Just asking.
Well,
it's a one flyby. Just I'll drop the buckets. No.
We could do
balls.
it. We could do it when the Foresters win their championship again next year as a celebration. There you go. What do you think?
Drop it
No
right.
pressure.
Bill will say all
No
right.
pressure. I think that'd be a good idea.
He's
What do you
got
think,
a lot
Doc?
of
You like
clout.
that?
Works for me.
Works for everybody.
By the way, Pintard does not know this, but Mike met his wife at a Foresters game.
Oh, absolutely. I met my wife at a Foresters game, and I proposed to her during a 7th inning stretch.
Exactly.
And she
in
said
Wichita.
no.
In Wichita.
In Wichita
That's
back
right.
in 2006.
That's it.
No, I didn't meet her like that. That's all made up.
That's awesome. Oh, thank you so much for everything you do.
No, thank you. Thank you for all
We got the auction. What do we got going?
Yeah, October 22nd is our big fall gala.
Okay.
Go on UnitedBG.org. Again, that's United B as in boy, G as in girl.
Nice.
.org to register for that, and all the proceeds are going to help us with our outreach program.
Yeah.
Again, really trying to reach those kids who can't get to the Boys and Girls Club and get them in our facilities.
And again, thank you, and Nancy Weiss, and everything you do. For those who have just checked in, over 2,000 kids a week were fed breakfast, lunch, and dinner over the summer with the summer program. And it was amazing. And thank you, Nancy Weiss, and thank you for everything you did to put that together, really,
Well,
because
Nancy's-
that was important.
She's my hero. She's in the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, there you go.
So she's one of our honorees at the October 22nd Gala.
Nice.
So we're going to honor her along with
Beautiful.
Virgil Ealings, another individual who's been
nice.
supporter
We
of
know
the
who
Voice
that
of
is.
He's a big
Very
supporter.
super. Dominique Hackett.
Good
okay, you
morning.
want to say something, but I got to say hi.
Hi.
How
good
are
morning.
you?
I'm doing great, Erica.
Yeah.
So first thing in the morning, what do you do first thing in the morning?
I stretch.
Stretch is good. Stretch is good. Do you know what Mark Twain recommended to do first thing in the morning?
Uh-oh. Laugh.
Swallow a frog, and the rest of your day is going to be great.
Serious. Oh, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, thank you for being here today.
Absolutely.
I know you got words of wisdom. We'll save it for the end, okay?
Perfect.
'Cause we have Josh John in the house, and we have one more minute to go. Josh, what are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing good. How's Bishop?
Oh, it's great. It's my senior year.
Woo! You
I've
finished
been
all your SATs. How was that?
Not yet.
Oh, you haven't finished it? Are you doing them again? Retake?
Yes.
Oh, because why? You get 2 chances when you come over here from China? What? I'm just asking.
No.
2 shots?
Yeah.
What? Huh?
Well, you got so many shots.
What? You got too many shots.
As long as you have time.
That's it. All right, I got you.
Yeah.
So, do me a favor, because you know I love when you do this, okay? Because you got family in China. Let's just give it a little shout out, and then I want to say goodbye to everybody.
I know what you mean.
Okay, you got it.
Okay.
Give it to me.
Right.
Now, listen, don't say the crocodile went under the bridge, because I'm not
No.
going to know what you say, okay? Just go ahead.
All right.
right.
欢迎
And make sure Queen of Teen. I don't know how do you say that, but go ahead. No. I'm just saying.
欢迎你们收听青年运动节目。谢谢。
That's it?
Yeah.
You're not very wordy. Where was Queen of Teen in there?
That's 青年运动。Yeah.
Oh, Qingying We Dong. I
It's
got
called
that.
pithy. He's pithy. Josh is very pithy.
I love that. Josh John, thank you for being here today.
You're welcome.
All right, and then I know we got like 25 seconds, but put your hands together. Guess who walked in? With a bag! Okay, nothing but cakes! Oh, look at how excuse me, Josh. Okay? Holy cow, what did you go and do? Get over here! Beverly!
Hi, Bunt Cakes is in the house. Nothing but.
Nothing but. Listen, I invited you over here, and I didn't ask you to bring anything, okay? But Bill Pintard, right over there, okay? Forster's, he's happy you did, okay? Because he knows a lot of people, okay? So does Michael Baker, United Boys and Girls Club. Oh my God! And we got another big bag and box, and we got more food than we know what to do with. Reason why I invited you out here, I would like to give you a commercial. All right? Woo! All right, 4 times a week. All right, and I actually just bought with John Martony, and we're going to take over Teen Sports Radio. Just purchased the pregame show for Cardinals football, and in addition to the rotation for Teen Sports Radio 4 times a week, I get a few ads, and I want to give you a spot there too.
Nice.
Okay? No, because honestly, I mean, you do. I can't. You overdo. You're incredible.
Sharing the love. Sharing the
We love
love.
you. Yeah, it's really nice. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, so when you can arrange it, all right? All right, cool. We love you. All right, Beverly Nothin-Bunt-Cakes. This is Erica Salda. It is go time. Stay tuned for more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. So funny, so I just gave away that big bag of bunt cakes, right? Unbeknownst to
What do
me.
you think you're doing?
I know, but behind me there's another bag.
Uh-oh.
And I didn't even know that. See, this is right, D.
It's
Right when I
a
do that?
generous universe.
Oh,
It's
my
an
goodness.
abundant,
Yeah, but I've got
generous
the bag
universe.
with the 4-packs.
Nice.
I mean, not the
There you
little
go.
ones. I got the bigger ones.
Uh-oh.
We're going to have to share.
All right.
I mean, at the break, we're going to share.
There you go.
All right, in the house, guest number 1, because, there he is. He's coming in. But he lost his seat. Oh, no, sit down. Okay? We're going to save the best for last. Scott Craig is in the house, Westmont College.
All right.
Woo! I love it. Okay, so Scott, I know got a big job over at Westmont, but I love it when guests come in, and then all of a sudden you go to Mr. Pintard, to me. Hello, Billy. What was up with that?
Oh,
What is
yeah.
that? Who
well,
is up
Billy
with that?
and Billy. Well, Pinto is what my dad would call him, but they go way back, and they
Billy Pinto.
They have more stories than you care to
Oh
hear.
no!
But yeah. So congratulations on the championship.
Yeah, I'm gonna go this way.
And yeah. And Martony's here too, and so we all want to know, congratulations, but where are you going to be next year, and what's the latest, and how can we help?
Where am I going to be next year?
Yeah.
I'm going to be in here doing this darn radio show. I can't get away.
Nice.
It was kind of challenging. This was our last year out at UCSB, and so we're right now we're in the middle of searching for a new home, and hopefully we can get it done. If we can't, then we'll just give all the uniforms to you and close the door and turn off the lights. But
what's the options, though? Seriously, Bill, what do we got to do?
Well, there is. Well, I tell you what, I was on the show the other day with Dee over there and with Rob Eganoff and Cushman and Earl. And Earl's going to be really involved in our task force and helping spearhead our search for the home. And we do have some options. Right now we're talking. There's three. Actually, there's really four different things that might be available, but they all have a little hair on them. And so it's one, of course, is the natural, which is Pershing. And there we have the challenge of getting City College, old Spanish days. They own a portion of left field. And the city on board. Plus, we have softball issues there, and then there's two other fields in the that we're negotiating. We're talking to them, and the infrastructure is not really there. There's not enough electrical. There's not even enough electrical at Pershing. If you plug in a battery charger, your phone, and one speaker, that's it. So you can't even charge it, but I mean, there's things, but there is a desire. We would love to be in Santa Barbara. One of the other options, they really want us out there. It's in Goleta. And it's a natural, I guess I might as well say, we're talking to Gersh Park. Right. And they're in 501c. They're a nonprofit. They're not owned by, they are owned by a nonprofit, but they're willing to work with us. And I've been talking with Ryan Harrington, and he's really excited about the possibility of us playing there. And then we do have a possibility of playing at Westmont. We're discussing with them, I
was thinking Westmont. I don't know why.
It's a beautiful. I tell you what, it's the best playing surface in Santa Barbara. It's beautiful, and Coach Ruiz does a wonderful job up there. Robert does a great job. The field is impeccable, but they also have restrictions because they're up in a residential area, and there's conditional use permits and stuff like that. So we have to weigh through all that. In any event, there could be a temporary one till one of these other ones are familiar. And then a local high school has reached out, and they want to do a lot of capital improvements to their field, and they've talked to us about that. And I haven't had a meeting with them, so I don't know how public I got you. They want to be. But there's a lot of things to keep in mind. You got parking. City College works because you have parking there right there on site, but you also have the facilities, the school parking and the football field parking, and really that's not that far away, and they have walkways that go to them, and we play at the off hours. We don't play at the same hours as City College does, but we have to work with softball, and I know how important softball is in Santa Barbara. Heck, I played in that league for a long time with his dad, and I also played hardball with his dad too, but those are some of the challenges. So if you're asking, and then Ventura called us up and want us to go there, but Ventura Foresters does not work. No.
But
Carpinteria is beautiful. I went out to that field. Right. I live in Carpinteria. I coach there. I have a lot of affinity for Carpinteria, but we have to do something. The field, the dimensions of the field are very small, but they have a great snack bar right there. It's right there on the baseball field.
Parking is awesome.
But we have to. But if you look at the dugouts, you could fit three of our guys in there.
No, I know.
We'd have to redo the dugouts, and we'd have to move right field fence. It's 290 down the line.
But there's room to move it.
Not much.
Oh, really?
There's a lot of room in center field.
Okay,
there's probably 10 feet, so 300. It'd be 300 feet down the line, maybe down to right field. Right. But it's such a beautiful environment. So there's some options, and there's a lot of people that are reaching out, like yourself and like Scotty here, just asking about it. So we've we've been a good member of the community for like about 25 years now, and I think we give something back to the community, and we have tremendous pride wearing Santa Barbara across our jersey, and we've worn that uniform in Cuba. Twice, 2006, and that uniform was in Latino Americana Stadium playing against the Cuban national team, and then we've been in the National Baseball Congress World Series for 23 years straight, which is a record. We're Santa Barbara somewhere. We're not going to go quietly into the good night. We'll FAW.
How long
it's called Find a Way.
Yeah, there you go.
Find a way.
Yeah, it'll happen. Santa Barbara is how we work.
Right, I know, but the interesting thing is we have to do it now.
Yeah.
And to prepare, people don't really understand what goes into a baseball field and how long you have to prepare for in the future.
What? Forgive me for not knowing this, but what's the reason that UCSB won't work anymore? Is it just?
Well, they really don't want us there.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, okay.
They want to give their field a break in the summer. And we've been there 21 years, but they don't want, when they recruit, they don't want our stuff there or having games there. And the reason we got is because we play there a lot, so our wear and tear makes the field a little bit unsafe for them. But I think they just kind of want to go in. There's their stadium. The thing that bothers me a little bit is when we built that stadium, the whole community was involved in that stadium, and he's nodding his head. And we had a thing out at Page Memorial Center, and that stadium was going to be a community field. That's how they sold it to the community. I know the Santa Barbara Athletic Roundtable raised a lot of money. My brother was president at that time, and that was going to be a community field. And they painted a picture of high school playing CIF games there, or Santa Barbara versus DP playing there. You're nodding your head. You remember that. Mm-hmm. So we all remember that. They don't. Mm-hmm. And, there's a changeover. They've had a lot of success this last year. Yeah. And this is probably as blunt as I've ever been about the subject. But it is what it is. And we wouldn't go to a party if they don't want us there. No. So we're not going to go to their party. We'll find a way. And you know what? Out of every adversity, adversity is the father of success. Right. So.
Exactly. Rejection just means something better is coming around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, we believe that, and but it still is a challenge, and it is reality. And the downside of it could be, really, do we want to go to Ventura College and play our games in Ventura College? No. Mm-hmm. So we're going to roll up our sleeves, and we're getting after it. We're on the phone constantly every day. But we have a task force. We got Earl Armstrong, and then we have an architect that he's on board, and I know Cushman. He's a baseball guy. John, right to my right. I think there's a lot of people in Santa Barbara that could roll up their sleeves, and then I do know people on the city council are for us doing that. And we're not talking about building a big monstrosity ballpark. I mean, stadium or any of that stuff. We're just talking about enhancing a park that we have, and that park is underutilized, by the way. And they're talking about, we do have a drought, right? So if they turf that field, there's a lot of uses. The Mexican League can play there a lot. Babe Ruth can play there a lot. City College would have a state-of-the-art facility there. There's a lot of travel teams that could play there. We can bring in a tournament. The people that come to the hotels can walk to the game. You could drive your bike down to a game. I mean, a lot of people can ride their bikes to a game, right. And we're two blocks from the Mother Pacific Ocean.
So
yeah. So
beautiful.
So there's a lot there. It's just getting all the moving parts in the same order. Get them all going.
We're doing a shout out, Santa Barbara. We need a little help. Need a little love. All right, let's take some breaks. All right, let's take a little break, listen to some new commercials, and we'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday. It was so funny. He pointed at me. I wasn't looking at him. I had to swallow. You know what I mean? It was just like, hey, I'm being honest with what's going on. All right, Bill, we had a lot going on right now, but we have a present for you, okay? all things aside, we love you. And I got to take a personal note here. John is enjoying a scholarship right now. He worked really hard, took a lot of your advice, and you gave him the opportunities. Both of my sons basically catching bullpen. And I got a funny story with my oldest son, Joe. When you first put him out there, I think he was, maybe a sophomore. And, from Bishop, I don't know how fast you see, maybe like 82. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because he goes in there, probably shaking like a leaf, and you're behind him, and he goes, "You got this, right?" And I don't even know if you knew this, but he forgot his cup. Okay, so he's got this guy, and he wasn't going to say anything because, he bounced, Bill Pintard. I said, no matter what, you just get in there, whatever. And he's looking, and he's like scared as anything, right? And I didn't even know. The first guy that puts, I don't know, he said he was going to throw a slider or whatever like this, but he'd never seen anything. It just breaks 90, which is light speed to a kid, I mean, he catches it, and I go, "What did you do? What did you go?" "Mom, I prayed." I mean, come from Bishop, that's what you've got to do. But, he ended up playing at Hawaii Pacific, and then John right now is at Holy Names. Yes. And I just I say this, and I mean this with all of my heart. Thank you so much, because what this community doesn't understand is, kids getting an opportunity to be ball boys, okay, to go out there and put on a Forrester shirt, and just understanding what it's like to pick up, even just picking up balls and seeing what it's like, getting the feel and the taste and the smell of what it's like being a college ball player. And a lot of these guys are moving on, and everything that you've done, I don't even know. I thank you so much, because honestly, you're like one of the three people, honestly, Casey Cloud, you, and Daniel Gabaitis. I mean, if my son had to say the top three people that he has to stop and thank for, getting it, and for a mom, I mean, $14,000 for grades, $16,000 for baseball. I'm living large right now. $30,000. Thank you, Bill Pintard. You got this whole bag of nothing but cakes behind you too. I don't even got enough for you, but we did something for you. You want to run it? Mm-hmm. All right.
The Foresters will go for their 6th NBC World Series championship. 1-0 is swung on and ripped to the first baseman. It's off his glove into right field, and the Foresters are going to get a run. Coming in to score is Isbell, and over to third is Boswell, and the Foresters take a 1-0 lead. The runners at first and third. Paul, first ball swinging, hits one into no man's land in right center field, and the ball drops in front of three players. Throw to the plate now, and sliding in safe is Kaplan. And the Foresters lead it 3-0 here in the first inning. Now Isbell is going to hit one up the gap, and this one's going to the wall. Henderson will score, and Isbell's going to keep on chugging to third, and he slides in with an RBI triple. And that scores Henderson with the 4th run of the ball game. And this one, Henderson swings 1-2 and hits it over the center fielder's head. This one's going to roll to the wall, and LaForte, who has speed, will have no trouble scoring. They'll throw to third, but Henderson is in there for a triple, and Matt's stirring it up in front of the Forester dugout as they respond in kind. It's an RBI triple for Matt Henderson. Second triple of the ball game for the Foresters, and Santa Barbara now leads it 5-0. And the 1-2 pitch is lined into right field for a base hit. They're going to wave the runner. Throw to the plate is not in time. Tag was made, but the runner Henderson slides underneath the catcher's legs, beats the throw. It was a strong throw from right field by Connor Ross, but Henderson, with great speed, makes it 6-0 Santa Barbara. Krause with the 1-2 pitch. It's a comebacker to Krause. He throws to first inexplicably and allows the run to score. He could have gone to second for a game-ending double play, so a brain cramp there by Krause. He also could have thrown home. The runner was coming in, so the Larks get a run. So the shutout is gone. Foresters 1 out away from their 6th NBC World Series championship. And the pitch is lined into right field. That's going to be a base hit. It's cut off by Kaplan, but another run will score. And the Larks have cut it to a 6-2 game. Burns, right-handed hitter. Krause at the belt. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's a chopper. High chopper to Williams on a hop. He feeds Krause at the bag, and he is out. And the Foresters throw their gloves and hats in the air as they make a dog pile behind the mound, and the Foresters win it by a score of 6-2. And Santa Barbara, for the 6th time, are the NBC World Series champions for the 6th time since 2006.
Yeah! Woo! I know, Dr. D had nothing to do today, right? So, I said, hey, can you go through, like, the whole tournament and, like, put a couple of clips together? Is that asking too much?
That is absolutely awesome.
Yeah,
Dude,
so,
thank you.
yeah, we're going to put a little CD disc for you. You can just keep putting it in the car,
No, I want it.
I know you do. No, we're going to make, these are promo tapes. This is what, we are not losing this.
And
this is what the Foresters bring to the city.
And there is a 30-second version of that, believe it or not.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that the one you sent me?
Yeah.
I just want to thank both your guys. I mean, their hands were swollen because the most they ever saw was 78. Now they're seeing 96 from some guy, 6'4", 220, 240. And it was great. Cole Attillion was another kid that grew up, and he played at Bishop. He grew up. He started being our bat boy at 8, and he caught bullpens for years, fractured his thumb, I think, catching them, and he was great. And you know what? We never forget what, I tell my coaches, don't ever forget what it was like to be a player. I never forgot what it was like to be a young kid being a bat boy for my local hometown Connie Mack team. And their coach was so good to me, and it just gave me the love for the baseball that has been permeating my whole life. And so all that, you don't have to say thank you to me. Thank you to them. And I'm sure our other catchers are really happy they were around to catch those bullpens so they didn't have to. And the other thing is the boys club, what you guys do is remarkable. I was a single parent, and I was raising 2 kids in Carpinteria. My kids were 6 and 8 when I got divorced, and I got custody of them. And I was also coaching a Carpinteria. Well, after school, my kids would go over to the Boys and Girls Club, and they learned not only their sports stuff, but how to carry themselves, how to behave, because they don't put up with it. If you misbehave, you're out odie-do. Yeah. And there was nowhere for them to go. Mm-hmm. And it was either that or them coming over to my house and being a latchkey kid. And I am so forever grateful to the work that you guys do.
Well, thank you very much.
Not only in Carpinteria, but all throughout Santa Barbara and throughout the whole country. So
thank you. Appreciate it.
Here.
Very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Kumbaya, baby. Yeah. All right, let's take another break. We got a lot of show left. This is Erica Salda, Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday. I tell you, everybody wants to break into this cake. That's all I know. It's yummy. We've got quite an assortment, Michael Baker. What are you doing? You're chewing.
I'm just waiting.
That's it. You're waiting. Right, you're waiting on that cake.
Last name of Baker. I gotta love those cakes.
I know. Oh, I want to get Scott Craig back on the mic, and you got to give me some Westmont update because that's why you are here.
Yeah,
and
school
there's a lot
is back
of stuff.
in session. The students are moving in. There's
You're
an
gonna
energy.
be the guy that says for temporarily if we had to. I'm just saying, we're
I have absolutely no pull, but
Robert
of course.
Ruiz.
Oh yeah.
All right. I'm just saying.
And then he pulls.
Why do you think you're here?
He pulls Tony over to be his pitching coach. So, Bill's got enough pull over at Westmont. Yeah.
Tony was good. Let me tell you,
Tony
he did a heck of a job, and he had all those arms in good shape. In fact, our guys were in better shape after the summer than when they got there, and their the velocities of all our pitchers peaked in Wichita. Usually during the season they go down. Yeah. Our guy was 93 in the first pitch of the one game, Mays, and it was 93 at the end, and Cal Johnson was up to 96. Tony does a heck of a job. Back to Scott.
Yeah, no, that's a testament to the great
because
work
they
there
have that
at
pink
Forster's.
T-shirt. You know about that little pink T-shirt, right? If somebody's not, giving it 110%.
Yes.
If
you don't
Robert
take
puts on that.
We don't do that.
Yeah. He showed me, and he goes, "Look at this T-shirt." I says, "No." And then every time the guys come by, "Have you ever had to wear that shirt?" He goes, "No." I said, "Man, if that's what you're going to do to get the most out of somebody, that is awesome." I love Robert. He actually, he was just awesome. Again, I'm very, very blessed. I mean, I'm a graduate of Westmont back in the day, and when I first met him, and I said, "Hey, do you do any like batting lessons and stuff?" I mean, because John was in like 6th grade, so yeah, he had like 3 years of batting lessons with Robert, and he's like really good. I mean, just the whole energy over there, and I feel like right when you were telling me the story, I'm going to make some phone calls after the show myself. I have a couple of people that I know too. Right, Dee? Yeah. Dominique, do I know a few people? I know people.
Absolutely.
Dominique, don't I know people?
It's a community.
That's right. We all know people. So tell me what's going on over there.
Well, the fall sports season is kicked off. The women's volleyball team is undefeated. They've beat 3 ranked teams already and have only lost 1 set. I mean, they are on fire, these ladies. Nice. Patty Cook, she's the head coach, and she's just really transformed that program, kind of like Rob Ruiz has, and has been doing a great job. Ruth McGulpin, I mean, if you know people, you know Ruth. She's over at DP High School. I mean, she has been in the local community working her butt off, and she still plays the Old Folks League, and she goes, and I think they took 2nd or 3rd place this year. Anyway, she's an assistant coach for the women's volleyball team. So in a couple of weeks, they'll be having their home opener at Westmont. You're going to have to come check them out. You've got the men's and women's soccer.
One of the biggest freshman classes ever this year, isn't it? Isn't what I heard?
Yeah, no, it's big. Yeah. It's big. We get 400, as Bill was talking about, the conditional use permit. We're only allowed 1,200 students at Westmont. Right. And a lot of these students play sports. And the men's and women's soccer teams are getting going. The women look really good, and the men will be home as well. So just check out the schedule, westmont.edu. You can go to the athletic site and definitely come out, because the baseball field is nice. The Thorington field, the soccer field, is absolutely beautiful too. So come and check those sports out. And cross country is also a fall sport.
We always super represent the if anybody out there likes to stargaze, right? Because that observatory is amazing. And at what night of the week is it? Do you remember?
It's the third Friday.
Third Friday of every month.
And if you haven't done it, it's free. I mean, it is awesome. We put food in. I'm going to take the boys out there, right? We're going to do that this month. We take the boys out there. We grab food and we put it in a basket. We take up, go up there and get to look at some. I mean, especially now, because we're lucky we have a little stargazer right here. My little.
Well, the neat thing is just. Westmont is just full of community things that you do, so it's fantastic. But the observatory, everyone from the astronomy clubs show up with their telescopes as well. So it's not just the huge, beautiful telescope that Westmont has, but you also have access to others as well. And there's so many knowledgeable people around telling you about what you can view and what's going on and what's interesting. It's just a wonderful group that gathers.
Yeah, it's a great outing.
Santa Barbara Astronomical Unit. And these people, they love just talking about it. And so you can just, hi, how you doing? And look through here, and you're not going to believe it, but this is 320 light years away. So let me tell you what was going on planet Earth. I mean, these people are awesome.
Seriously.
I mean, we're talking about, getting kids interested in STEM, particularly women and minorities. And the most important thing is to get them out, get them interested in science. How many of you can say that you've seen the rings of Saturn with your naked eye? I tell you what, it'll change your life. Get out there and you'll start thinking about these things. We've been talking for the last week about this new planet that they think is habitable, or would be, or may harbor life, those types of things. Once you start getting kids interested.
It is actually. I didn't want to say, because I'm not from here.
It's Brooklyn.
Exactly. It's called Brooklyn. It's true.
But so we got a lot of great things going on. The theater department's putting a museum. We have an art show, women's sculptors right now. Theater department's got Glass Menagerie coming up in September. And as you know, the music department is always really huge, and that Christmas festival they put on is just amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's nice. And it doesn't cost anything. You know what I mean? So if you don't have anything to do, just run on out there. There's something to do. I mean, I know we've hooked up with the museum, right, Michael? With the United Boys and Girls Club. Absolutely. I mean, it's just an opportunity. It's just amazing. So, folks, get up and get your butt out there because it is just too cool. It's the biggest telescope, I think, on the Central Coast.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the biggest, or maybe some
it is now, some
U.S. government ones that we're not allowed to talk about. But
exactly.
But yeah, that Keck telescope is pretty awesome.
Don't correct the Queen. I know I got 1 minute left. I'm just saying, don't correct me.
And we got a new professor this year, and his focus of study is looking at atmospheres on other planets as well as the Earth, and looking at the heating of the planet and all these types of things. So
Josh, in China, have you ever looked at a telescope in China? What does it look like?
Exactly the same. It's not different.
That was a question, and you passed. That was an SAT question. Rock on, dog! And I'm not trying to insult you because I know I'm not allowed to say that. You know, I didn't know I can't say that. You know, I have to our Chinese kids, they're my boys, right? I mean, what's up, dog? You can't do that. And
Lost in translation.
I know. I said, John says you can't call somebody a dog. I go, what is it? What does dog mean?
It means very inferior.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Don't do that.
I didn't. Did I do that on purpose? Me? I didn't say.
No, not you.
What's up, Mr. Inferior? I didn't say that. I said dog. It's like I'm going to say cat now. Okay.
What's up, cat?
All right, we got a lot going. What's up, Doc? How's that?
There you go.
What's up, Doc? All right.
Yeah, that works.
Oh, it's time to go. That's what he said. All right, it's Erica Salda. Let's take a short break. It's Erica Salda here right now. Let's take a little break, listen to some new commercials, and we'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. in the house. GP Homestay. Woo! Cindy! She's back. I just got to thank you for everything that you're doing in the community, because I think the amount of kids we have from all over the world coming into Santa Barbara, and I know we got a cap, right, of the 10%, and all the high schools and the private schools, I think it's definitely a value add. Dominique, what do you say? I mean, it's amazing. I'm enjoying it. As a second year now, for me, it has helped me with the empty nest syndrome, because honestly, I didn't know, should I move into a residential facility? I didn't know, because I'm over 50 now. I was just like, I didn't know what to do. I was freaking out, and I'm like, okay, right, Dominique, tell me, what do I had to do?
Well, being with kids keeps you young.
Thank you. She goes, you need to be around kids. I'm like, thank you.
And working with exchange students in particular increases our tolerance and understanding of what's going on in the world. Yeah. It is so fascinating to listen to a student from another country describe from their point of view a current event. You just get information and ideas that you don't get in the news. It's wonderful.
It's really nice, because the way I look at it is a lot of stuff that we see on TV. I mean, I think we all figured it out by now. It's, it's not true. Okay, I don't know how to be blunt. Okay, talk about being blunt. Because when you talk and you actually do your own self-test of does this really make sense? Then you actually did some, soul searching, and then started asking questions. It's just not the way it is. And if you've done any traveling at all, it's not so. And I don't want to walk around in fear. You know what I mean? And that's all. I think we're one big world global family.
So, Cindy, how did you get started with GP Homestay?
Yeah.
I got started because I had worked with first-generation students and international students when I was working at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo as an advisor.
Nice.
So I really just wanted to really start earlier with the high school age, just because my college-age students were still having that difficult transition into starting college. And I said, you know what, I wish that they had a mentor earlier. And that's really how I got into GP Homestay.
Nice. Well, we love what you do, and we want to help you. So if somebody was interested, how do we get a hold of you?
If anybody was interested, we just tell them to go to gphomestay.com and fill out an online application. And immediately you start getting a phone interview, and then I start doing a visit. And it's pretty simple. I mean, we have a lot of host parents just like you experiencing empty nest syndrome. And, that's great for me because I love nurturing host parents like that who really give a wonderful home to a student.
Thank you.
And we've both of us have participated in 2 different agencies, and I have to say, GP Homestay, G stands for green, and P stands for planet. Green Planet. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, I
and
like
your website and your support that you offer for parents to understand whatever nationality of children that they're helping to host is wonderful.
Yeah.
So if anyone's having second thoughts, I just want you to know, yes, by all means, give GP Homestay a call and become a host parent.
We also have a commercial for you that we're airing. Yes, yes, yes. We love it. We love you, and we'd like you to come back. Okay, every month, any other month, we'd love to do it. I want to finish off here with Mr. Bill Pintard. All right. You know, Bill, at the end of the day, all right, all roads lead to Bill. Okay? No. All championships lead to Bill. Look, I know for an absolute fact, I feel it in my bones that you're not leaving Santa Barbara. Okay?
No.
At the end of the day, though, if, there's going to be a lot of love in Ventura, we're going to go where you got to go because the Foresters we're not, baseball is baseball. It's going to outlive us all. You know what I mean? And I think the universe is just going to say where you're going to be playing. I think it's going to be Santa Barbara. I think it's going to be Westmont. All right, and you're so lucky. Look who we got next to you. Scott Craig is going to make that happen. He's going to get on that phone. Dial.
All right, Scott, you understand what you got to do now? Or you want to sleep with the fishes?
No, it's, we're going to do everything we can, and we're starting right now. And
I feel it.
I tell you what, this room, being in here and what you do and what you do, and just the experience that you have here in our country, but not only that, with the experience that you give other students. I have a 16-year-old daughter. I got to wrap it up. Anyway, I have a 16-year-old daughter, and the youth today are so tolerant and so understanding, and they don't see things. They are so pure. Anyway, I got to go. He's doing
Bill Pintard, Foresters, put your hands together. National champions. We got to go. This is Erica Salda. Stay tuned.
The Foresters will go for their 6th NBC World Series championship. Burns, right-handed hitter. Kraus at the belt. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's a chopper. High chopper to Williams on a hop. He feeds Kraus at the bag, and he is out. And the Santa Barbara Foresters are the NBC World Series champions for the 6th time since 2006.